Hey guys, it's me, Cosman Harris. How y'all doing? How's everybody? My Facebook friends and family. It's Cosman Harris from Brooklyn, New York. I think everybody's aware of what we're going through um, in New York State and other states pertaining to police, um, minority black people and different races, mostly minority black people being murdered, beaten, men, women, young adults. And I've been coming online just going over some basics with us, okay? Some basics about our laws and our rights. I have 30 years of this type of work under my belt and various training and education. So real quickly, just gonna go over some stuff. I just finished some stuff on Facebook tonight. So if you get a chance, leave your comments and everything for me. Check me out on my YouTube, Instagram, Cosman Harris. Again, you could show your young adults for anything from under 18, 17, 16, 15. They need to have ID, going out, do a little training with them, show them that when confronted with police, listen to what the police officer says. Basically, the laws change when we're stopped by police. They don't want you knowing this, but you're under arrest. That's why the police get so aggressive. Pay attention in the videos. All you have to do, you got 2 eyes. Use them to learn. 2 ears to listen. We should do less talking. That's what I've been taught. Everybody that know me normally know I don't talk a lot. I'm only talking to educators. Okay? We all need to know our rights, because I got sons, I got grandchildren, I got nieces and nephews. So we each one teach one. Just basics, okay? So don't forget Cosman Harris, the one that's getting it out, okay? I just heard the protesting coming through my neighborhood. I'm in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. Shout out, okay? Just civil rights, okay? Freedom of speech does not mean we can say what we want. We've been miseducated. We're not like the Jewish people. They got their own schools because they're smart. They understand that if you teach and start off teaching the right way, there'll be a prosperous nation. Okay? Great leaders talk like that. Minister Farrakhan, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King. Okay? I'm doing my part. Remember the name, Cosman Harris. Okay, I got my books and information again with me. I'm not going to do too much tonight, just finished one. I've been busy all day. I'm tired. Okay? These are the laws for the 50 states, like I talked about earlier. Okay? Where the situation in Missouri with George Floyd, this is the state he's from, Missouri. 99% total freedom. So you can't even imagine what they teach police officers. It's like when I did the training, I was like, oh my God. I was scared. I had water in my eyes my first day in class. So the public is unfamiliar with what law enforcement has been taught. And especially after they get the training and jobs, they start bending the laws to their favor, so they lie. But for us, we're taught that's lying. Their training, that's called being tactful. And my boss, when she first told me that, I was like, Miss, that's not. She said, listen, Harris, you're in business. Took me years to learn this. I have 20-some years worth of teaching. Penal laws, fire laws, building labor laws, civil rights, management, special event security, you name it, I've done it. Okay? So the police in Missouri are always on edge, especially if you're a minority, you're a black person. Okay? Not saying we can't live these places, yes, but let's find out where you're living at. So in Missouri, the self-defense law, which we talked about earlier, there's no such thing as self-defense. This book says self-defense, but the proper terminology is justification of force. So they say self-defense because they know more information than regular people. So they go to the NRA doctrine, which most people, the NRA, oh my God, yes, they help write the laws. So in Missouri, there's called stand your ground. That basically means that when you see these things happening to us, like with the Trayvon situation, that if a person knows their rights, and I got my gun on me, let's say under my jacket, whatever, they got almost 100% total freedom to carry. You can go to Walmart and buy a gun. And you come at that person, something with a pen in your hand, or like in his case, he had some Skittles in a juice, and he could say, that's the law. That's what we get from paying attention to silliness. I'm sorry to say it. For people that, whatever your trade is, you don't know this. You might drive a bus, you might dance, you might do art, you might sing, but they don't teach these laws to people. They ain't doing it. Why? Because it's almost $75,000 to incarcerate one person, depending on certain states. Some states is more. Some states is $50,000 to lock a black person up. And mostly that's us going to jail because we don't know anything about these laws. Okay, so everybody got it? So again, I'll be up every week putting information up. Remember the name, Cosman Harris. Okay? So the proper terminology is justification of force. So in Missouri, they have, you just learned, they got a 99% total freedom. So that's why most police are real edgy in different states. Not justifying what they did. What they did is wrong. But you need to know that when they come, how to respond. So when the police come, you're not supposed to do all of that. Because you're detained. Detained means you're under arrest. I know that's hard to face. You just met me. You're like, who is he? How's he telling me? Nobody about her? Because nobody's going to educate us for free. Who's going to get online and teach you all this for free? They ain't doing it. So pay attention, please. Okay? Every person, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, should have ID going to the store. Going out to take your garbage. When the police officer stops you, shut up. I know that's harsh. Because we're human. You're annoyed. I'm annoyed. When police officers, when they first were teaching me, I was in the class like, oh, man, instructor, calm down, Harris. I said, no, my father didn't teach me. My father told me somebody hit me, hit him back. We think that's self-defense. It's just so much we don't know. That's wrong. It's incorrect. Okay? Pay attention. Okay? Now, this ain't for everybody. Some people don't want to learn. That's the way life is. I'm a person from a street corner. High school dropout. Look all the stuff I learned. I did not do well until I got in this field of work. That's my story. Because I like learning stuff that other people didn't know. That's why I can't have a lot of friends, because who I'm going to talk to about all this? They don't know it. What friends I could call and talk to about this? Unless police. Law enforcement know this, or lawyers, or people in that field of work. Okay? New York, real quick. Let's come to New York, where I'm at. I had some people earlier, family and friends, jump on. Most of my family's in Virginia. I know people down south in North Carolina. Virginia. Okay? Them states are commonwealth. If nobody told you, they go by the laws of slavery. Okay, I'm about to get off in a few minutes because I'm a little tired. I've been going at this all day, plus my other job. Okay, New York, 21% total freedom to carry. That means the laws are stricter pertaining to guns in the state of New York. And I just showed you that in Missouri, it's almost total freedom. If I move to Missouri right now, I can get a gun by what's today? If I move tomorrow, by next week, I'll have a gun, legally. Go in the store, and if I buy a shotgun and rifle, it's even easier. Okay, but I'm not going to get into all the gun stuff right now. I just want to cover the basics about ID, how to present yourself in front of police. You cannot learn this from CSI and Law and Order. That much of the show is true. Okay, I've been on Law and Order myself. Okay, that means about 20% is true. The other 80% is to keep you, or the 85% so you turn in next week and watch it again, 80%. Entertainment, okay? Okay, so different states got different laws. We learned that. If you get a chance to, before I get off, I'm not going to be on too much longer. Your Bill of Rights. Okay, freedom of speech, like I was just talking about. That's why we have to be careful what we say in front of police. That notice, when I'm teaching you, go on Facebook, go on Instagram, look at all the videos with police. Once the police officer's talking, we got to shut up. Because what they teach them is, everybody's, oh no, we tell you, and you start doing that, police. That's not freedom of speech. Schools lied to us. We don't have our own schools. We went to public schools. You went to high school. You went to some college, but you didn't learn this. Whatever trade or work you in, you don't know this. That when police officer detains you, you are arrested. Just the public don't know that. He's just trying to ascertain that he have enough evidence to charge you. So when we start moving around and things like that, I'll get into that the next class, that the law states now the police officer can use more force. Okay, these are not my laws. Okay? But we need to know how they work. So freedom of speech is not you running your big mouth. Freedom of speech basically means if something does happen, you can get your message out on YouTube. You can get your message out on Facebook. You can go to your church and get your message out. You go to a newspaper and get your message out. It's not you going into somebody's building or when the police come running your big mouth. In different places, you can't talk until they give you permission. Okay, so most people got that freedom of speech concept wrong because the schools taught it to us wrong. Okay. Next one, right to bear arms. We'll talk more about that next time. Okay, that's going to be a while before I get into the gun stuff. I just touch on that real quick. Okay. Third Amendment for soldiers. Okay. Fourth Amendment, search and seizure. Police cannot come into your house without a warrant. Okay? But be careful. Police will try to put their foot in the door, then they come in with their body. So they'll ask you at the same time. They always pay attention to their body, what they're taught. They're taught to put their foot in that door, and they're talking to you, asking you, can I come in? So it's like an intimidation tactic that most people let them in because they already got a foot in your door seal. And their body is leaning towards coming in. But you just stop. Hey, officer, stop. This is my house. Just like your car, it says right here. They have to have probable cause, which is a warrant. Or hot pursuit. That's another thing. You can't harbor fugitives. You can't have somebody just shot somebody and the police officer believes he ran into your house, or somebody just harmed somebody and the police officer was chasing him. That's hot pursuit, and he chased him to your location. You can only ward them off maybe for a few minutes. Not too, that's a very thin line right there. Okay? Rights in criminal cases, your Fourth Amendment. Okay? You have a right to a jury trial. What they call speedy jury, speedy trial. Okay? That if charges are brought against me, it's the state's job is to prove the burden of proof. Like they're talking up here, the burden of proof has to go beyond reasonable doubt. They have to show more evidence. Police officers can do reason. Reason is enough to arrest a person. If you didn't know that. Okay? I don't want to hit you with too much tonight, people. If you get a chance, download your Bill of Rights. Okay? And especially with all this protesting going on, and it's a curfew, please be careful, young adults. Okay? The police can enforce more laws against people. They can do things they shouldn't be doing because the law says we're supposed to be in by 8. Unless you're going to work, you got proof. You tell the police I'm going to work, I'm going to school, blah, 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 blah. I'm coming home from work. Okay, we are under curfew right now. Get this information out to the public so people, we don't have to have nobody don't have to go to any more funerals or go to hospital, because police officers can hurt people. I already told you before in our last training, they indemnified. That basically means you can't do anything for the police, but we can sue the state. The state is their employer. Okay? Keep ID on you. Very important. Okay? I'm not going to be on too much longer. I'm a little tired. I did one segment on Facebook tonight, so if you get a chance, check that out. Again, with your vehicle, if you're stopped, keep both hands on the steering wheel. All windows should be down. If you have tents, put them down. Okay. Don't make any sudden movements. Both hands on the steering wheel when the police comes up to the car. Okay. Because if you're not following some of these rules, they got their hand on their gun. That's what they do. They get in their stance and they get their hand on their gun. Okay. So at least we'll be more knowledgeable. Okay. Now, with most of the charges, if you're taken to the precinct, you have to go to court. Most of the time, the police officer is going to bump up the charges. The judge is going to throw them out. Okay, that's why it's called criminal. Okay, because he's trying to throw in something criminal to see if he can sneak it past the judge. Most of the time, all this stuff is violations and offenses. Most of the time, it's just a fine or, if you did something wrong, they might give you community service. Like protesting or being out late like this, past curfew. The judge can give you fine or jail time because we're breaking the law. So you got to pay attention to these laws. Okay? And the last one is civil, your civil rights, which is this right here. That when these things happen, okay, civilly, we want justice. Okay? So we need to educate the people protesting, okay? Stop all the looting, that, understand how people are feeling. Okay? I'm black, I know. I got kids, I got nieces, nephews, I understand. But we got to bring that down. We got to pass this knowledge on. Okay, we can't get nothing done but accomplished that way. Okay, got to hit them with knowledge, intelligence. That's how we're going to get things done. Okay, thank you for tuning in, passing on to others. Just a lot of good information. Okay, just pass it on, and I hope it can bless and help other people. Take care. Be good to yourself. Do the right thing. And be safe, most importantly. My name is Cosman Harris.